Yeah, hello. Yes. I just have given voluntarily 2 minutes of break because that everybody has to join in this session. So, okay. Still, do I require to wait a minute? Let me check. Is my voice clear? My voice clear?
Madam, be a bit louder.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, fine. Okay. Uh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. How is it now? How is my voice now? How is my voice now? Is it okay? Still? Still louder? Okay, fine. Okay. So, uh, better. Still it is better, not good. Divyashri, is it okay? Fine. Uh, my dear teachers, please mute yourself because it is creating some disturbance here. Please mute yourself, everyone. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Fine. Okay. So, what we have discussed so far? What we have discussed? What we have discussed so far? What is the heading of it at least? What is the heading? Yes. What is the heading? Different programming paradigms for problem solving. That's it. That's what we have seen now. Yes or no? So, I hope everybody understand that. I don't want to enter into that ocean again. So today what we are going to discuss is the features, the need for the OOP language, the features of the OOPs, and also what exactly the need for the OOPs. Okay, okay, fine. So shall I share my screen? How can I share? Wait. Just wait a minute. Wait. Just give me a second, please. Yeah, students, sorry for the inconvenience. I'm very sorry. So I just want to record my session, and and I just want to share my screen too. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm sharing my screen. Just wait. Yes. Okay. So this is how the actually the structure, the hierarchy of the different programming paradigms, and now where we need to see. This is what we need to see. Already this is over, right? Till here we covered. Yes or no? Till here we covered. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is my voice audible? Please come back. Please come back. Everybody. Is my voice audible? Yes. No voice? Rohit? Yes. Okay. Fine. I hope it is clear to you. So the till database or data driven programming approach we have covered. Yes or no? Generally, programming paradigms are two types. Primarily they are two types. One is imperative and one more is yes, exactly. Declarative and imperative are further divided into procedural, object oriented, and parallel programming. Yes or no? And declarative further divided into yes, logical, very good, functional, and also database or data driven programming approach. Very good, guys. Very good. I'm very happy that you remember everything. Okay, so and now just I'm moving ahead today without any further delay. So this is what I just want to concentrate today. Actually, need for OOP paradigm. Actually, need for OOP paradigm. Why we are moving towards OOPs rather than from procedure oriented programming? Why we are moving towards OOPs? Because still now we are very much familiar with procedure oriented programming, that is C. Yes or no? Speed? Speed? No. Sri Krishna, it's not related to speed. It's not at all related to speed. Rather than one thing I just want to confirm is C is more faster than C++. Generally. Sometimes in very time critical applications like rocket launching and all, you people generally people will use C rather than C++ because the it responds the responding time is very good in C rather than C++. But what is the advantage of now advantage of C++ is it deals with the real world problems. It deals with the real world problems. Real world problems generally I'll tell you what is real world problem. The first point I am reading aloud, that is the Stroustrop journey Stroustrop was developed this C++, and actually C++, the object oriented programming is dealing with the real world entities, real world objects, and real world scenarios. How? Already I have told you in the very first session, that is, suppose I just want to program to a student. Suppose I just want to do a program related to some student related scenario, then which is very much feasible programming paradigm. If I want to do some programming related to student or employee or related to something which is real world, then it is what is better? Oops is better. Why? Why? Because it deals with the objects. It deals with the real world entities. What is the real world entity? What is the real world entity? Which we can see. My voice is overlapping, so shall I'll be very somewhat slow. I'll be some maintain some gap. Okay. Please tell me if you have any inconvenience. Please tell me. Not an issue. Is this okay, Saima? Saima, is this okay now? Is my voice okay? Is it still overlapping? Yeah. Now is this fine? Yeah, good. So that is what the case we are facing with the that is the main advantage of the object oriented programming paradigm. That is the main advantage, and it provides even it provides many advantages like reusability, security, and also flexibility. Yes or no? These can be provided through these the very important advantages will be provided through object oriented programming by through these features. What are the features I mentioned here? What are the features I have mentioned here? What
Uh,
features? Please mute yourself, please. Please mute yourself. Yeah, thank you. So these are the four features. We have still some more, but the main features of the object oriented programming are these: inheritance, encapsulation, and polymorphism and abstraction. Okay, till now, did you understand? Did you understand what is the real advantage of the object oriented programming? Yes, it deals with the real time scenarios, it deals with the real world entities. Okay, that's it. So next, next, already I told you these are the features of OOP language. These are the features of OOP language. What are the features? Along with the four features I have mentioned in the previous slide, there are two more. There are two more. What are they? Two more in this figure. What are they? Ah, exactly, Dinesh. This is class and object. This is class and object. Okay. So, before going to any more features, just we need to discuss more on class and object because the entire story, the semester story revolving around these two terms. Around these two terms. What are they? Class and object. Okay. So, what is a class? Basically, what is a class? What is a class? I'll tell you in one single statement. Class is a blueprint. Class is a blueprint for a group of objects, for a sequence of objects, for a collection of objects. Class is a blueprint for a group of objects. What is blueprint? Before going to step by step point in the slide in the PPT, I just want to give you an illustration. Yes or no? What illustration now I am going to give you is generally most of you guys are living in apartments, right? Most of you, not all, most of you guys are maybe staying in apartments. Yes or no? So as you are already grown up, you might be come across with some situations like suppose you want to buy an apartment, suppose 2 bhk or 3 bhk. Yes or no? Ah, exactly, Sri Krishna. Well, before buying that, the builder is going to give you one thing that is a blueprint. Suppose if you want to buy a 3 bhk, that is 3 bedroom flat. Yes or no? The builder is going to give you a blueprint which exactly gives you the design of the design of the design of the flat which you are going to buy. Exactly, east face, which is the east face. The kitchen is going to be in west face, like that. The exact model is going to be represented through blueprint. Yes or no? That is how a class is. Yes, exactly. Model. Exactly, model. So that is how a class is. A class is a blueprint for a collection of objects. For a collection of objects. Yes or no? So and one more thing. For any class, for any class, um, actually, a second point I'm talking about students, boys and girls. Please concentrate. Second point: when a class is defined, no memory is allocated. When a class is defined, no memory is allocated. Why no memory is allocated? For any blueprint, you cannot stay in blueprint, right? Once the building is constructed with cement and bricks and all, then you will stay in any apartment, but not in any blueprint. You will never invite any guest to your blueprint. Yes or no? So there is no existence for the blueprint, but exactly existence for the object. Yes or no? Yes or no? Did you understand my context? What I'm trying to say? Did you understand? Ma'am, your voice is overlapping. I suppose I'm speed. I'm talking. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'll be a little bit slow. Shall I be slow or is my speed okay? Yes, ma'am. Your speed. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Uh, so listen carefully. That is why the second point is justifying that when a class is defined, no memory is allocated because there is nothing in blueprint. Just it is a model. Yes or no? Blueprint of objects is class. Exactly, Aditya. And class is one more thing I just want to tell you guys. Class is similar to structures. Class is similar to structure. Actually, when you are in C, you might be come across with structures. Yes or no? Yes or no? Here also, a class is similar to structure, and one thing generally differs is the variables which you declared in the structure are by default they are public. The variables which you declared in the structure are public, but in class in C++ they are private. You might be asking what are these private and public? What is there? Yes or no? Yes or no? You might be having some doubt regarding that. They are access specifiers. Access specifiers. Okay, we'll come to that very soon. Okay, don't worry. That is, it tells you what is the access, what is the scope of your variables. Access specifiers tells you the regarding the scope till suppose it may be local scope or global scope, right? That you might have come across. Yes or no? Yes or no? In the same way, access specifiers will tells you regarding the scope of your data members. Okay. Yes or no? That's what. So, and a class is an abstract data type and also it is user defined data type. Scope of what, madam? Scope of data member. I'll tell you when I'm showing you one class, I'll tell you what is there exactly in class. Okay. Scope of data members and also data member functions. Ma'am, if it is private class, then how can we use inheritance? I didn't tell you that a class is private. Mr. Naga Venkata Karthi, I didn't tell you a class is private. I told you that the members, whatever we declare in the class, they are private or public. A class will be never be a private. If it is private, I cannot access exactly. Yes or no? Understood what I'm saying? Right. So suppose here, here one example I have given here. One example I have given. What example in the slide I have given? What example? The class of cars. Exactly. So suppose if I say any car. Suppose then if I say any car. Suppose I'll treat a car is a class. Then every class is going to have two things. One is properties and behavior. Every class is going to have properties and behavior. Suppose the properties or state, we can say state also. What are the state of the car? What is the state of the car? State means data related to car, anything, maybe anything, the model of the car. Yes or no? I'm telling you, every class is consists of two things. One is the state and the behavior. State also can be called as properties, attributes, data members. Yes or no? I am telling you, I am repeating. Class is containing two things. One is data members and also member functions. Data members can also be called as attributes or data or fields. Yes or no? And member functions can be called as functions, methods, behavior, like that. Understood everybody? Understood? Understood everybody? What I'm saying? Yes. So a car is having what type of data it is having? What type of data or data members it is having? A car may be having model number. Yeah, Mr. Gauss, I'll repeat, don't worry, I'll repeat. A class, please visualize a class is having two things. Suppose this is a box, a class is a box and it is having two parts. One part is data members, second part is member functions. Did you understand, Gauss? One part is data members, second part is member functions. Data members can also be called as data of the class. Member functions can also be called as behavior of the class. I'll tell you, I'll give you example. Then you'll understand, Mr. Gauss. Okay. Brakes. Yeah. Wait. Mr. Dharan, I'll come to you once again. So what is the data of the car? Data means model. Yes or no? The model of the car. There may be the type of the car. And yes, the speed limit of the car. Yes or no? The mileage it is going to give, the mileage of the car. Yes or no? So these are the data. That means the data may be, the data may be, yes or no? Suppose if I take, I'll tell you still. This is related to data and what are all the behavior of the car? What is the behavior of the car? What is the behavior of the car? A car may be move forward. A car can be move forward. A car can move reverse. Yes, goes forward. Motion of the car, exactly, movement of the car. And a car can move forward, a car can go back, and a car can accelerate. A car can brake, apply brake. Yes or no? Yes or no? So these are the behavior of the car. These things are the behavior of the car. Yes or no, my boys and girls? Are you there? Activities, exactly, Aditya. The things it can able to do are its behavior. And the data related to any entity is properties. We can use on as well, of course. So, wait. I'll tell you. Now you tell me, please. One more thing I just want to tell you. Suppose there may be phone. There may be a phone. Now my real world entity is phone. I just want to programming for a phone. I just want to create a class, phone class. Yes or no? Are you there, everybody? Phone class. For this phone class, I already told you every real world entity is having two things, data and behavior. May I know what is the data of the phone? May I know what is the data of the phone? APSA. Brand. Exactly. Brand of the phone. Or manufacturer of the phone. Or model of the phone. Yes. And phone number. And phone number. Or maybe color. Yes or no? This is the data related to your yes, exactly, EMI number. This is the data related to your phone. And may I know what is the behavior of the phone? Now you please tell me. Think a little. Think a little. No. Calling. Very good. Make a call. We can make a call. And yes, we can send SMSs. We can send SMS. We can deal with apps. We can take a photo. Yes or no? Even selfies too, which are very much fond of. You people are very much fond of. Yes. Still, call recording, editing. These are the activities I can do over phone. Yes or no? Yeah, online classes too. Yes or no? So this is the behavior of the phone. And what is the data? the number, the IME number, etc. So, yes, geo like that. So, this is what the story regarding a class. This is what the story regarding a class. Stop, my dear students. Please let me talk. Okay, enough that you understood. I understand that you understood. And suppose I'll give you one more thing. Student. Now I just want to program for a student. Then I already told you there is a class student. For this class there are two parts. One is what? Second one is what? First one is for a student class data and behavior. Data and behavior. Now please tell me what is the data of the student? What is a data? A student may be having what data he may be having? Name, exactly, age, and also gender, or maybe student roll number. Yes or no? These are the details. These are the data of the student. And may I know the behavior of the student? May I know the behavior of the student? Behavior. Behavior. Very good. Naga Venkata Karthik. Good. Behavior of the student. What is the behavior? He can write exams. He can read textbooks. Yes or no? He can pay the fee. Yes or no? So these are the activities, or he may be goes to college every day. He may be getting jobs. Yes or no? These are the related behavior of the student. Understood, everybody? Did everybody these illustrations are enough? Did everybody understand what is a class and what exactly a class is having? Yes, that is what. So I hope everybody understood. If anybody don't, please let me know in the chat box. I am going to watch it. Yes, I hope everybody understood. Yes, now right. I am going to the next slide, boys. See. This is what the example of the class. Suppose I already told you. I just want to program for a student. What is the exactly what I have done? Please look at this. Are you able to look at my cursor? Are you able to look at my cursor? Cursor. Yes. Please look at this. What is this? What is this? Class student. Class student. What is this class? Class is a keyword. Class is a keyword which is a user defined data type. And how I am declaring? How I am declaring? Please look at that. Class student. And within this, please look at my cursor, boys and girls. Please, here we don't have any whiteboard, no, so please look at this. There are some set of curly braces here. This is the first one and this is the second last one ending, and it is closed by a semicolon. I'll come to the inner part later. Please let me know. Please let me complete the outer structure. Okay, so class student. A class is a keyword which is a user defined data type, and within the curly braces I can able to represent what my class is. And a class must and should end with what? Semicolon. Is it a colon? No, right? Semicolon. Exactly. So please look at this. Please look at this. Stop, my dear students. Please look at this. Here there are two data members. What are they? What data members I have mentioned here? Just for the simplicity, I didn't mention all. Just roll number and just name. Yes or no? And what is the behavior I have added? What is the behavior I have added? Voice is breaking. Is my voice okay? Yes, read. Yes or no? Read is the behavior of the student. Yes or no? And these two you understood. A class is having two parts, data and behavior. One more thing, one new thing is here. One new thing is here. What is public? What is public over there? What is public over there? Please let me know. Modifier. Access specifier. I already told you, no? Access specifier. Access specifier. Okay. Why it is an access specifier? Generally, access specifiers are three. One is public, private and protected. Now I am telling you two things, public and private. Public means anyone can access. Exactly. Anyone means who is outside the country, outside the class. Even outside the class, members also can access. And what is private? What is private? Foreigners. No. What is private? Private means within the class. It only available within the class. It is the member which is only available within the class. Please understand. Now I am telling you one important thing. Please understand. Be very cautious and very careful. That is, here I mentioned before, just before the read, I mentioned public. That is the data, the member functions. As I am saying member functions, they are functions in the class. The member functions which, please look at my cursor, whichever I have mentioned, so many functions, suppose read, write, etc., are comes under public, because whenever I declare, I stated public, whatever I mentioned under the public will comes under public. See, I am stating that public colon, under that I am writing void read, void write, void get details. So if I write three functions, what does it mean? These three functions are under public category, that is public access specifier. So that these three data members, whatever the data members I am specifying, void read, just only void read you can able to see. I'm telling you, please assume that there may be void write, void get details, void display. There may be still some more functionality it is having. Whenever I am mentioning all just under the public, then all these things, all this functionality comes under public. Yes or no? Yes or no? Did you understand? Did you understand what I'm saying? It may be like this. It may be like this. For your understanding, I am writing two more functionality here. Please understand. Now, please let me know. Please let me know. Um, please let me know what is happening over there. How many functionality? How many data? How many member functions I am having here? How many member functions I am having? How many member functions I am having? 3. Now, under public, how many member functions I have? 3. So, these 3 member functions are under public access specifier. They are available even out of the class. Yes or no? Even out of the class. Can't hear you. Okay. I understood. So, these 3 member functions are under public whenever I say public. Suppose, what about these two? The upper two. That is the data members. What are the data members I'm having here? Roll number, name. I didn't mention anything here. Did you observe? I didn't mention anything. Yes or no? Then automatically they are comes under which access specifier? If I am not mention anything means they are comes under private. Private, my dear students. Private. They are comes under private. The data is always have to be under private because I don't want to expose my data. Yes or no? To outsiders, I don't want to expose my data. So it should be under private. If I am not saying anything means automatically by default they are comes under roll number and name comes under private. If I am mentioning public means they are these 3 member functions comes under public access specifier. Understood till now? Did everybody understood? So roll number and name are private. Yes, Mr. Gauss, they are under private. If I am not mentioning anything means they are under private. Clear? Clear name? What clear name? Yes, everybody understood? Please let me know in the chat box. Did everybody understood what I have said so far? Yes, power of my dear students. Please let me share my screen once again. Please let me share my screen. Uh, just wait a minute. Just please wait. Yes. Now, did you understand? Did you understand what I'm saying? Guys, did you understand what is a class? A class is a blueprint of a group of objects and how to declare a class. Did you understand? Yes or no? How to? How to create a class? Class student. Class name. Yes or no? Any student or employee or anything. Class name. And what it is going to have? What it is going to have? A class is going to have? A class is going to have data and behavior or and functions. And sometimes there may not be behavior. It's not a fault. Sometimes, listen. Sometimes there may not be a behavior. There may be only data. There may be only data. It's not a fault. There is nothing wrong. Okay, exactly. These two should be have in a class. There is no rule. There is no rule. You may be having sometimes data and you may be having sometimes behavior and you may be having sometimes both. It doesn't matter. Based on the applications, we need to have all those things. Okay, clear? Clear? Now, what is an object then? We understood what is a class and what is an object. What is an object? What is an object? Instance of a class. Exactly, my dear Anupam. That is instance of a class. What is instance of a class? Suppose I already told you one example. I'll tell you. Suppose in any plastic industry. Yeah, voice. Is my voice okay? Snehit, is it clear? Okay, okay, fine. So, suppose I'm telling you one more illustration, guys. Please listen carefully. In a plastic industry, I just want to. Wait a minute, boys. Power is going to off. Battery is also low. I'm sorry. So, please listen carefully. Uh, in a plastic industry, I just want to make 100 chairs. I just want to make 100 chairs. Okay. So what is going to happen? Initially, what they are going to create, they'll create one mold. They'll create one die or mold. Yes or no? Initially, based on the design, they'll create one die. After that, after creating the die, they'll pour the plastic in it. They'll pour the plastic in it. From that mold, they'll be creating even tens and hundreds and thousands of chairs in the same design, in the same, yes or no, in the same mold. Yes or no? Yes, boys, are you able to listen? Boys and girls, students, are you able to listen? Yes, once again. Yes, Mold is a class. Exactly. The plastic comes out of it. The chair comes out of it. Chaitanya, the chair comes out of it is an object. There is a mold of plastic chair. By pouring plastic in that mold, we'll be getting hundreds of chairs. The chairs are the objects. The mold is like a class. Did you understand what I'm saying? The chairs are like the product comes out of it is an object. Exactly, Mr. Chaitanya. Yes, the chairs are objects. There may be one chair. We can create one chair, two chairs, and maybe many chairs, and they are objects of the chair class. They are object of chair class. Suppose there is a student class. Chair is an object because I can see the chair. I can feel the chair. Yes or no? And in the previous example also in the blueprint of apartment the apartment is an object, the 3 bhk apartment is an object, but the design is a just a class. Yes or no? Ma'am, inside men, what is that? It should be student, ma'am, not person. Exactly, ma'am. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Venkata Karthik. I'm sorry. Very good, guys. Thank you so much. So fine. So, I might have changed this class then. Fine. Yeah. Please do remember my voice in between. Fine. So, did you understand my concept of class and object? Class and object. Class is a blueprint and object is a instance. Class is a mold and object is a chair. Yes or no? Apartment design is a blueprint and the exact apartment is an object. Did everybody understand? So there is no memory created for the class, but memory will be created for an object. Yes or no? That's it. So listen carefully. This here a class student. He is having ID and name as the data members and get details as the behavior function. And in main, what I am doing here? How I am creating an object? Please look at this. How I am creating student because my class name is student, and also class name should be same as we declared, capital S. Yes or no? Yes or no, boys? Fine. See, see, student S. Generally, class name should be starts with capital letter. Capital letter. It's not a rule. It's not a fault if you start with small letter also. But it is a notation to start your class name with capital letter. It's a very good notation that you need to start your class name with a capital letter. And student S1, now S1 is what? Now S1 is what? Object, exactly. Suppose I'll tell you int I equal int I. What is I? I is a variable of type integer. In the same way, S1 is an object. In S1 is an object of type S1 is an object of type student. Exactly, Mr. Karthik and Aditya and Dinesh. Very good, super boys. And where are girls? Soumya, good. Some student, girl student participation also be very much welcome and very much be encouraged. Okay, so student S1. Okay, fine. So S1 is an object of type student. Did you understand how to create an object? How to create an object? Did everybody? What is an object? Did everybody understood? I hope everybody. Please let me know in the chat box. Yes? Yes. Good. Fine. Now, in that figure, yeah, fine, boys and girls, fine, thank you. So, in the figure which I have shown in the previous figure, in this figure, already we have talked about class and object. Now I am coming to encapsulation. Now I am coming to encapsulation. Okay, is that fine? Did you understand? Did everybody understand so far? Now, what is an encapsulation? What is an encapsulation? Did you look at, did you have a look at this figure? Have a look at this figure. Please look at my cursor. Students, have a look. What is this? It is the encapsulation is the binding of variables and methods into a single unit. Encapsulation is what? Binding data and behavior together into a single unit. Yes or no? And what methods? The methods which are going to manipulate your data. ఏవంటే అవి మెథడ్స్ కాదు, ఏ మెథడ్స్ అంటే ఆ మెథడ్స్ కాదు. వాట్ మెథడ్స్? ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ ద మెథడ్స్ విచ్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ఆపరేట్ ఆన్ యువర్ డేటా. దోస్ మెథడ్స్ అండ్ డేటా can be encapsulated into a single unit. That is called encapsulation. That is called encapsulation. Yes or no? Did you understand that? Did you understand? Yes or no, boys? Boys and girls. Did you understand? What is encapsulation? Binding data and behavior together into a single unit. That is called encapsulation. Why we are doing that? And what is the example? First, let me ask you, what is the example of encapsulation? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is my voice okay now? Is my voice audible? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you able to look at the slide? Oh, shit. Is my voice audible, guys? Is it okay? Fine? Is it fine? Yes? Thank you. Fine. Come back. So what happened? Did you understand what is encapsulation? What is encapsulation? I already explained what is encapsulation. And what is the example of this? What is the main example of this? Class. Exactly. Yes or no? A class is the main example because we are making together, we are binding together, binding data and methods together as a single unit in terms of class. Yes or no? So a class is the better example for the encapsulation. And why, what we are achieving by doing this? What we are achieving? Data abstraction and data hiding can be achieved through encapsulation. See, and did you understand even security also? Did you think of it? Because in the previous example, in this example, what I have done, in this example, the data is under which access specifier? The data is under which access specifier? If you understand, please let me know. Data. Hello, students. I'm asking you about data. Class student, what is the data here? ID and name. Ah, exactly. It is under private section. As it is a private section, is my data is not in a secure manner? Is it not security? Am I not providing security in this encapsulation or not? Yes or no? Yes, because it is private. I am not exposing to my data to my outside world, so it is secure. So object oriented programming paradigm is providing you what? What? Security. Security. Yes or no? Yes. Now, this is what? This is abstraction and data hiding. Data hiding can be achieved through encapsulation, and we can hide the data. Yes or no? We can hide the data. And abstraction means, data abstraction means, it is in terms of hiding only. It is in terms of hiding only. Okay. Did you understand, everybody? Did you understand? Shall I move ahead? Yes? Yes. Good. Now, what is abstraction? This is one of the feature of the OOPS. Already we have covered abstraction, encapsulation. Now it is abstraction. What is abstraction? What is abstraction? What is abstract? Hiding. Shall I tell you? Hiding implementation details and hiding implementation details only display essential information. I'll tell you one scenario, boys. Please listen carefully. I'll tell you one scenario, students. Please listen carefully. Suppose we are driving a car. Suppose we are driving a car. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? Hello? Everybody, are you there? Please respond fast. Yes? Are you there? Is it interesting or is it boring? Yes. Thank you. Thank you, students. So, I'll tell you one scenario, one example I'll tell you. From that, you'll understand what is abstraction. Nothing other than that. Not very simple. So, a man is driving a car. For example, a man is driving a car. He just need to know, a man who drives the car just need to know how to accelerate the car, how to press the pedal. Yes or no? How to gear, how to how to uh how to apply gears. Yes or no? How to press the brake whenever it is required. How to move the steering. Yes or no? Yes or no? This is what he just required. Avuna kada? A man who is driving a car, he just how to accelerate the car, how to brake the car, how to move the steering, how to yeah, even clutch. Yes or no? That's what he he required to know. But he never need to know how the circuitry is inside the car, how they are joined together inside the car, how the inside circuitry is building. Yes or no? Yes or no, boys or girls? Are you able to understand what I am saying? That is what abstraction. Hiding the implementation details and displaying the necessary information which is only necessary for the user. That is what abstraction. Hiding implementation details, hiding complex details from the user. That is what abstraction. Is it okay? Did you understand what is an abstraction? Did everybody understand what is an abstraction? Yes? Yes. Good. And abstraction can be in two types. Abstraction can be in two types. Abstraction using class and abstract in header files. Abstraction using class, abstraction in header files. Two ways we can provide abstraction. Using class, how we are abstracting? Did you remember the data is under which section? Again, I am asking you guys. That data is under which section? Data, I'm asking you. Akshaya, yes, private section. That it doesn't mean that, is it not mean that it is an abstraction? Because I'm hiding the data, it is also a data abstraction. Yes or no? Yes or no? I'm hiding the data from others outside the class users. So it is a data abstraction. Understood? Understood everybody? Yes? Now, what is abstraction in header files? Please look at my cursor. I am talking about the last point. What is abstraction in header files? Did you remember about math.h? Did you remember about math.h? Yes or no? By including math.h, we are straight away using the power, square root functions, yes or no, rounding functions, and some functions directly. But we never need to know, we need not know what are the steps they have written under power, what implementation they have provided in the square root function. We need not know. Yes or no? Yes or no, boys and girls? Are you able to understand what I'm saying? Yes, that is what abstraction in header files. Abstraction using classes, abstraction in header files. I hope everybody understand this slide. Please let me know if anybody don't. Understand? Yes, shall I move forward? Okay. Now comes to polymorphism. I'm going to end this within 5 to 10 minutes. Please bear with me, students. I'm going to end this session within 10 minutes. So this is the third means first we have discussed encapsulation, and then we have discussed abstraction. Voice, what happened to my voice? Is it not audible? Rohan, is it not audible? Low. Is it fine now? Okay. So, okay, fine. So, listen. So we have already seen now encapsulation and also abstraction. Now it's the turn to polymorphism. What is polymorphism? What is polymorphism? Polymorphism means, the word polymorphism means having many forms. Having many forms. What it is going to have many forms? Suppose, as usual, I'm generally saying, I generally used to say illustrations. From that you'll understand very clearly. Yes or no? It's my style actually. So suppose there is a person. Suppose there is a person. A person may be father to someone. The same person may be son to someone. The same person may be husband to someone. The same person may be brother to someone. Yes or no? Yes or no, boys? Boys and girls, please let me know in the chat box. Girls? Yes? Very good, Janvi, Navya. Super. So, did you understand what is polymorphism? That is, a person is having one thing can be represented in many forms. That is what polymorphism. Having many forms. A person can be having many forms. A person can be the same person. I'm talking about the same person can be represented in many forms, as a husband, as a father, as a son, or a brother. Yes or no? Single outcome, different methods. Not single outcome exactly. Single method name. Single method name, we can say. Single method name, but in different behaviors. Different behaviors. Yes or no? I'll tell you how it is. There are two types. There are two types of polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism, runtime polymorphism. Okay. Compile time polymorphism, runtime polymorphism. I think uh, is that is that is it digestible or is it digestible? I am introducing many terms today. Is it okay to understand? Is it okay to understand? I just want to ask you guys. Yes, okay, fine, good, 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 good. Fine. So there are polymorphism are two types. One is compile time polymorphism, one more is runtime polymorphism. What is compile time? I can even say compile time as early binding, runtime as late binding. Now we don't want to go for what is early, what is late. We will see later. At the time of polymorphism, exactly the polymorphism unit. Okay, later in the next classes we'll be having exactly exact what exactly polymorphism is. But now what you need to understand is compiled and polymorphism can be function overloading. Please look at my cursor. Please look at my cursor, students. I am going to end within 5 to 10 minutes. Please, function overloading, constructor and operator overloading, these three comes under compile time polymorphism. I'll tell you what are they later, but please listen at least now. What is what? Okay, can you just give me summary at least? Summary of what? Summary of what, Aditya? Yeah, I'll tell you whatever you want. I'll tell you what do you want. Summary of today's class. Yeah, finally. Sure, I'll give you. Don't worry. Don't worry, Aditya. I'll give you for sure. Within after two slides, I'll give you. Okay. Now, compile time polymorphism will be function overloading, constructor and operator overloading. Function runtime polymorphism may be function overriding. Please forget about the subparts. But please do remember two types of polymorphism are compile time, runtime. That's it for today. For today. Later we will go deep. Okay. Yes. And please look at this. What is this? How function overloading can be? How function overloading can be? A function in C generally, please listen carefully. In C, suppose I just want to do sum of two numbers. I just want to do sum of three numbers. Sum of three numbers. Now, in C, is it possible to have a same method name? Can we have same method name for two functions? Is it possible in C? No, right? No, right? No? Yes or no? It's not possible in C. But what is happening? What is the advantage in C++ is we can have the same method. Suppose we are having sum of two numbers and sum of three numbers. The technology is same. What we are going to implement is same. Yes or no? The same sum. But why do I need to give sum of two numbers, the method name? Sum of three numbers. Again, I need to give this. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? So, it is not required in C++. We can maintain one single method name for too many functions in this manner. In this manner. Please look at this. Please look at this. I can have sum of two numbers in this fashion. I can have the sum of three numbers in this fashion. This is called the polymorphism. One can be implemented in two forms. One can be having many forms. The sum method can be having many forms. Did you understand what I'm saying? Did you understand, boys and girls? Are you there, everybody? Are you there? Yes. How the function overloading? This entire story can be called as function overloading. This is one type of polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism. How I am doing? Sum of int a comma int b and return a plus b. And the same way sum of int a, b, c and return a plus b plus c. But the method name is same. Method name is same. This is what? Polymorphism. This is overloading. Yes, function overloading. My ma'am, why is it called function overloading? Overloading means what? Overloading. See, whenever I call sum of 20 comma 20, which function will be called? Please understand, Chaitanya. if my system in the first statement sum 1 equal to sum of 20 comma 20, 20 comma 30, which function can be called? Which function can be called? This my left, the function which on my left, sum of a into a comma into b, yes or no? That is, and I am overloading the same sum method. I'm overloading the same sum method which is having three parameters. The same method, some method can be overloaded with three parameters also. With three parameters also. Yes or no? That is what function overloading. So there is no upper limit. Upper limit means upper limit in terms of into the child class. Only one thing, one single statement. You'll understand very clearly. Acquiring the properties of parent class to the child class is called inheritance. Properties and behaviors. Yes or no? Understood? Now, yeah, are you there? Everybody, students, are you there? The first point I told you, acquires the properties and behaviors of parent class automatically into derived class. Yes or no? I'll tell you what is parent and what is derived. The class in which the class which inherits the members of the another class is called derived class. Understood? And the class, I'll just move this boys and girls. The class, third point I'm talking. The class whose members are whose members are inherited is called base class. And the class which, second point, which inherits the members of another class is inherits the members of another class is called derived class. Yes or no? And there is a relationship between parent class and the child class. Derived class, parent class, super class. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I repeat. Parent class, parent class, base class, super class. All are same. Parent class, super class, base class. All are same. Derived class, child class, subclass. All these are same. Different terminology. That's it. Okay? Understood? Everybody? Yes or no? Are you there? Yes, I'm going to finish this within 5 minutes, boys and girls. Please bear with me. Okay. And the fourth bullet point I'm going to read aloud, that is a relationship is maintained between superclass and subclass. Easy means, what is easy? What is easy? What is easy? Easy means suppose there is a person. Person is the parent class. Employee is the derived class. Parent class, child class. Now I can say employee is a person. Employee is a person. Please look at this. I hope you'll understand clearly. Suppose there are A and B. A is a person, B is a employee. A is a person class, B is an employee class. Now I can say what type of relation between these two classes is a relation class. What is a employee? I'm talking about this. Employee is a person. So what type of relation they are maintaining? What type of relation they are maintaining? I cannot say person is an employee. Yes or no? Can I say that? Person is an employee? I cannot say no. But I can say employee is a person. Yes. Very good. Very good. I hope you understand. I hope you understand. What are the advantages of this inheritance? What are the advantages? Code reusability and extensibility. Code reusability and extensibility. How they are going to be done in the later chapters. How they are achieving, how we are achieving these advantages in the, we will see in the later chapter. Shall we conduct MCQ? Oh, yes, 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 ma'am. Yes, sir. Okay, already time is up, only 10 minutes. Okay, fine, I'll finish this. I'll finish. Still we have types of inheritance. Still we have types of inheritance and the differences between uh, OOPS and procedural oriented programming. Yeah, we will share. I'll start the quiz. MCQs. Okay, fine, my dear students. Please take care. I'm going to start this MCQs right now. If I am providing you 2 attempts, you can give your right answer within 2 attempts. I just increase the attempts